So here's the lead up to Om. And it might sound like it's like over here, and then we wind up, right here. So it comes out in the wash in the course of 5 sentences. And it's not such a stretch if you spend any time with the yoga. Okay. He says, Ishvara, okay, so here he's introducing the concept of Ishvara. I say concept, but the life of Ishvara. Ishvara Vada means waves, and Ish means Lord. So the one who presides over all the waves, the currents, the undulations, the fluctuating pulses within this creation, such as your in-breath and your out-breath, the flow of blood through your circulation, the hydration cycle of the planet, the migration of monarch butterflies, the changing of seasons, the atomic switch on the atomic scale. All those waves are in the domain of Ishvara. Ishvara is the Lord of that. Okay? And it's a kind of something of a neutral term in that there's no particular godhead or deity that's inserted as, this deity is the Lord of the waves. Whoever happens to be the Lord of the waves, be it Ram or Krishna or the Divine Mother, etc., is the Lord of the waves, right? So, or deity from other faith, for that matter. So Ishvara is a special entity or Purusha, not touched by afflictions. Oh, that sounds nice. Not touched by afflictions. I want to be like Ishvara. Actions. Whoa. Like how much of your time do you spend in action? Like all of it. When you're asleep, your heart's still beating. All of it is action. But not that. The results, the consequence of actions, and the impressions, or how actions set up camp or shop in the basement of our mind. The impressions produced by these actions. Like you have pleasurable things, and there's an impression of, pleasure, good. Or you have bad things, bad, don't do that. None of that is in the Ishvara space. In other words, in a word, Ishvara is free from karma. Ishvara has no karma, unlike you and I, except for Aaron, and liberated being over there. In the space of Ishvara, in the space of someone who's free from all karmic reactivity, in that there is the seed of limitless omniscience. So another characteristic of Ishvara is like a cosmic scale of understanding. Cosmic scale, omniscient understanding. Full comprehension of the past, on back to the Big Bang. Full comprehension of the present. Full comprehension of the future, like where this whole story is heading or ends or lives. Full comprehension of the genetic blueprint of a blue whale and a hummingbird and a daisy. Totally known, omniscience. And not being limited by time, so this is 26, not being limited by time, Ishvara is the teacher of even the earliest teachers. So there's some, say, imparting agency that goes along with Ishvara. There can be some, by way of instructing, we can come to know Ishvara as part of what's implied there. And what's more, and this is a point that Babaji would make, is that fundamentally we're the front lines and the defense and the offense and all the things of our journey here. We're the first teacher. Someone asked Baba Haridas, like, who's the most important teacher in your life? He said, myself. Right? Like this whole mission we're on. I mean, it's great to get support, of course, and we come here for that, of course, and I go places for that, of course. And fundamentally, this whole yoga evolution is in our corner. Yeah. 27. Om is the word denoting God or Ishvara. Om and Ishvara are synonymous. In the same way that light and heat and a candle flame are synonymous. There's an immutable relationship there that cannot be broken. The daughter will never be the mother of the daughter. Right? Like that relationship is not going to change or flip in any way. So Ishvara is one such, or the relationship between Om and Ishvara is bound that way. They're one in the same entity. All right. And then, like a method, a prescriptive method in 28 is given. Constant repetition of Om and meditation on its meaning constitute or are surrender to God. Surrender to God. And I've always found that surrender to be something of an amorphous concept. Like I get it and I kind of want it on some levels. I'm just like, I've just sort of seen the limitations of my own thinking and how I, think, this great thing is going to happen to me if I pursue these steps, and then I'm met with some other surprises along the way. Like, how come I didn't know? Like I should have seen. Desire, ego, whatever got me here, and like, this is time to surrender. And so, maybe there's moments when we're just, they say one way or another we'll kneel or kind of come to the ground, whether it's if it takes just our last breath and, we go down that way, or we go down willingly at some point, what is surrender? So by continual repetition of Om and meditation on its meaning, meditation on timelessness, meditation on omniscience, meditation on freedom from all karma, all those characteristics that were named, that is a reflection or cultivation of surrender, So I invite us to kind of reflect broadly in the space of chanting Om this evening.